Intro!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hello gamers and welcome back to the inn. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name. And today we're going to be doing some deck testing on Secret Paladin V2. So we've made some slight modifications to the deck. And yeah, I think it runs a little bit smoother. It'll be fun to play. For those of you who are not familiar with our deck guides, we play about, I want to say 40 to 50 minutes, or 40 to 50 minutes. We try to pull off as many games as we can due to the fact that this is, oh my god, of course, Warrior. Warrior's the worst matchup. Anyway, we try to play as many games in that time as we can, and then from there, we talk about the deck, kind of talk about why I do what I do, and then any changes that we feel need to be made to the deck we make. So the reason why Warrior is not a good matchup is the fact that they have Brawl. So it's like the whole game we're building up this huge N'Zoth, and then at the very end, if we can't bait them to use their Brawls early on, they can basically kind of just screw us over. So I don't even know if we keep the Harrison or not. Like, ideally, it's good if he plays Gorehowl, but that's not coming until turn 7. And the fact that we're very passive until then is kind of eh. So I think even keeping the Alkalite, because like, let's say he War Axes it down, that's pretty bad. So in this matchup, I think we're just looking for like our Harvest Golems and things like that. They're pretty resilient to weapons. Okay, always getting the True Silver Champion is nice. It kills the Berserkers when they come out, and the Harvest Golem is just really resilient versus the War Axe because they normally have to waste 2 charges to kill it. Also, getting Justicar early on is really, really good due to the fact that Warriors don't have the mechanism like Druids and Rogues and Mages to be able to use their passive ability to kill the 1/1s that we summon, so it's actually really good to run Justicar versus the control matchup. They definitely have a hard time dealing with all these 1/1s that we summon. I wish Lady Leodrin had a different like hero power than the recruits. Like even if they were like just Blood Elf women, I would feel better. Right, Tony?
Right.
Unfortunately, Tony cannot be in the video today as he's doing other things in the office. For those of you who don't know who Tony are, and this is your first in-gaming video, welcome. Tony is our right-hand man, and he'll be in the intro, or he is in the intro, so you should watch that. But either way, can't join us today. Normally, he's here, and yeah, he's sitting across the room. Hi, Tony. Oh, man, this is probably one of the most boring matchups. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't want to start off with playing a control warrior, really. It's too early in the morning to sit here and like play the super late game. Like these matches that, you know, roll around to the very late game, but not much we can do about that. We actually got rid of the second Alkalite and replaced it with only one due to the fact that we were playing so many aggro decks, and like having an Alkalite, it just dies to like a Totem Golem, and you only draw 1 card. It only puts in 1 damage. So it's funny that we would, you know, go against the Warrior the second we did that. So because we know he could be playing Harrison, I don't want a True Silver Champion. We're just going to passive and swing face. There's really no reason to do anything that we don't have to do because this deck, again, is a control deck. So it's just going to be us reacting to each other, not really doing anything too crazy on the board. Eventually, he'll run out of steam, in my opinion, as long as we can draw Justicar before, you know, I want to say 10 cards left. So we have like basically 12 turns to draw Justicar before it becomes pretty much a nuisance not to draw her. Because we want this warrior to use his brawl, or both his brawls, before we play N'Zoth. Alright, so that's 1 Ravaging Ghoul down. Ravaging Ghoul doesn't really tell us what kind of deck he's playing at all, due to the fact that Ravaging Ghoul is found in almost every single kind of warrior deck, so we're just going to go ahead and kill that with our weapon. I would have saved it for the Berserker, but if he wants to use a Harrison to draw an extra card on only 1 charge, that's fine, because we do have the Wild Pyromancer equality, which will clear the board. Doomsayer is also a really good way to clear board if he doesn't have the ability to pump out damage. So he's going to use this to swing into the Harvest Golem, which is basically fine. That's why we used that's why we play the Harvest Golems, is because they're pretty resilient to weapons, they're pretty resilient to Totem Golems. They're just overall a really good death rattle that people kind of look over sometimes. Alright, so we could actually play the Alkalite of Pain, just so we put another card on board and use our passive. The problem is that we play the Alkalite, we actually have the chance to overdraw. We could play the Sylvanas, but then he can just bash it and hit it with the weapon, which doesn't feel that great. And I wish we kind of want to coin out Tyrion next turn, but the problem is if he has his Sylvanas, he can actually take our Tyrion. So getting him down to no armor is pretty important too. What do we want to do here, guys? Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we play the Acolyte. He can... Oh, if we coin, then it kind of... I think we can throw away Doomsayer, right? I mean, theoretically, we don't have to play anything. Okay. Next turn, we'll coin Tyrion. And then we gotta be careful about his armor, but he's only gonna be able to kill one of these guys. And he'll gain 2 armor there, he'll have 1 armor. He'll actually have the ability to have 2 armor extra, so it'd be 3 to put him at 4. We swing and puts him at 3. Yeah, it should be fine. Now the question is, do we use our True Silver Charge to attack face, or do we make the assumption that he will be killing Tyrion in a different way, or maybe even stealing it? Like, what if he plays Sylvanas, right? If he plays Sylvanas, he's not going to be able to kill Sylvanas in the same turn, so we're actually going to hold on to the weapon charge.
Back to work.
Alright, so we should have attacked the weapon, because it's dying. And here comes the execute. It was a hit or miss with this weapon. I guess I could have assumed he was going to kill it if he didn't have the Sylvanas, but... Oh wow, this guy's a god. He had the acidic Swampoos ready to roar and to go. Too bad he killed it, so the N'Zoth is going to bring out a second one no matter what, which is pretty good. We played the Stampeding Kodo, it actually kills one of these guys, and I don't think we're ever going to get that much value again. So I think it's safe to say we can go ahead and just kill one of these guys and go face. He used 3 cards to do that, and he didn't really summon anything huge, so I think this game is ours. Like, he used quite a few cards. He used execute. Oh man, there's his Gorehouse. So we know he has it, so if we can draw in the Harrison sometime soon, that'll be pretty chill. Is he going to spread out the damage in between these two so it's like 1 and 1? That makes sense. There you go. Look at those value plays from this guy. Hey, look into the Stampeding Kodo. Unfortunately, this has 6 HP, so... If we play Doomsayer, he uses a charge, it puts it at 5. If we play Sylvanas, he just swings these 2 into and he doesn't do anything else. If we play the Acolyte of Pain, kills off a creature, he uses a charge. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if he swings, it puts us at 10, and then we overdraw 1. So this seems okay. I guess we didn't need to play the Acolyte. Well, we kind of did. I don't really care about drawing that much. We have Lay on Hands in our hand. I'd rather almost not draw with the Acolyte, because if he's playing the control game, which it looks like, drawing is bad, so we can just avoid drawing with the Acolyte of Pain. So we have so much, like, we have so many answers in our hand, right? We have Sylvanas, we have Lay on Hands, we have Peacekeeper, we have Kodo, we have Equality, we have Pyromancer. Like, we have so many things in our hand that allow us to just overall be able to control the board. I don't think needing to draw with the Acolyte of Pain is the utmost importance. I mean, he could still make us overdraw 1, though, because he could swing the 2-1 into the 1-3, so bring this 3-1 into the 1-3. He'd kill off both his creatures, though, to make us overdraw 1. And then, if he doesn't have a bash or some sort of damage, the Doomsayer will trigger. What is he doing? He's just going to let it pop? Okay, sick. Now we go back to doing nothing. This is why this matchup is so boring. If we were playing, like, you know, an aggro deck or a mid-range deck, we actually would use some of these cards to react to what they're playing. But because we're playing a warrior and he doesn't really do anything, all of his cards react to what we play. And if we never play anything, it's just nobody reacting to nobody. Him playing the Alkalite is very not good. I mean, I guess he has 6 cards in his hand, so it's not terrible. We actually get Kodo value, but normally him drawing is pretty good. But I really do. Well, I don't know. Should we have him draw? So we go Kodo and then it dies to the Gorehowl, right? Or we can swing our recruit into it and then passive and just keep swinging the recruits into it so he's forced to draw a ton quickly.
To battle! Reporting for duty.
What would he play?
To battle!
Nah, that's fine. I don't think we do anything. I guess he could play another Ghoul. That would be bad, because then it would clear 2 of our 1/1s. But I have the feeling that he's going to swing his Alkalite into one of our 1/1s. And if you waste weapon charge to kill 1/1s, that's fine too. And we're not going to use Lay on Hands unless we absolutely have to. The Forbidden Healing was a decent draw, but we're looking for Justicar more or less. Bloodhoof, Justicar, Harrison's pretty solid too. So he's going to use this to draw. This is fine. We actually want him to draw. Now we're tied. Armor doesn't necessarily matter. This is kind of what I was waiting for, was the Brave. That's what I wanted to use Kodo on. But the problem now is we can't really guarantee that this will die to the Kodo, which is a problem. And there's no solid way to make it so it triggers that. There's no way to kill the Alkalite of Pain. So we just kind of have to roll with it, right? Hopefully it kills the right one. Hey, look, it did. We're going to swing into this so he draws another card. We're going to use our passive. So the Kodo got instantaneous value there. That's kind of why I'm running 2 of them. I also saw when I was playing my Tempo Warrior, I kept going against Paladins that were using the Kodo, so it was quite annoying. Because you spend 4 mana, you summon a 2/6, and then it just dies to a 5-drop. So basically, your opponent spent 1 more mana to kill your card. You can't even kill their card, and it's a 3/5. That's huge. So this guy set up the play that looks like he bashed face, which was really interesting. He might have bashed face. Oh, Justicar, that's good. Can you actually do 19 damage in 1 turn? I don't know. I'm going to make the assumption that you can't do 19. Like, what could he possibly do? Like, Hellscream, Inner Rage, right? And that's 12. And this would be 17 damage. I don't think he's playing the Worgen, right? There's like the one-shot kill Worgen card. I don't think Forbidden Healing is like... I mean, theoretically, we could True Silver Champion swing and then Justicar True Heart, but then we don't use our passive right away. But it's a little bit safer, don't you think? We gain 2 HP, and it takes out some of his armor. I think that's okay. I value I value living more than summoning 2 1/1s, theoretically in the long run. I mean, if you can one-shot me from 21 health, go ahead. You deserve it. Control Warrior is not known for the burst, unless they're playing Hellscream. Or no, not unless they're playing Hellscream. Hellscream is the Control Warrior's burst. But beyond like the outer rims of Hellscream of doing, 10 to 12 damage based on if they run Inner Rage and or the Taskmaster, you normally plan around 10. And before with Deathspite, you could do up to 14 damage combo because you'd swing with the Deathspite, the Death Rattle will trigger, hit everything for 1, Hellscream swings for 10. So you had to watch out for that 14 burst combo. But for the most part, this is a relatively safe amount of health to kind of sit at. Sorry guys, it'll be loud for a second and then it'll go away. It's like getting your ears pierced. Okie dokie, how do we want to deal with this Baron? So theoretically, every single time we summon a dude, they're just gonna die. Equality doesn't feel good. Sylvanas seems okay, but then it just dies to the Gorehowl. This is a hard one.
Follow the
Okay. So even if he has Health Scream for 12, he still only has, I think it's 19, because that's 5, 7, 8, 12. Oh, that's exactly 20 if he has Health Scream that does 12 damage. Whoops. Okay, well he's targeting that, so that's good. Looks like he's going face with the 1-1. Oh, that's actually going to trigger that. That's pretty cool. It's going to bring it down to 4 HP, though. Maybe playing Sylvanas was better than using the passive. Because if you, like, yeah, it could have been good either way. If we bring all the HP to 1, we have no way of dealing damage to the board. So it looks like it's a wild pyromancer equality kind of turn. Unfortunately.
Reporting for duty.
This has 5 HP left, so if we go and Keeper of Ultimate something, that doesn't really feel that great. We still did not play around that Hellscream combo, so next turn we're definitely going to heal if he doesn't win here. I don't think he would have used it last turn if he would have had it. Uh-oh, did we just lose because I made a misplay because we didn't heal? He's going to... That's only 15. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Swing face, be greedy, my friend. I stay greedy. Okay, good play. All right, so how do we want to do this? Obviously, the Hellscream needs to die. Let's say we bring it down to 3-3. Is there any way to kill Sylvanas? I don't think so.
Options.
None may steal our secrets.
So we can heal for 12 right now, but the problem with that is if he enrages this again, it'll go to... Yeah. We probably should have just killed the Hellscream. That was my bad. If we play this, we automatically lose, so we basically have to forbidden healing. Alright, so hopefully he doesn't have another Grom activator. He probably does, though. But then we know at least the Gore Howl's not going face, and we're only going to take 9. So the Gore Howl is going to kill this, because that would have to kill that. But now he's going to play another Ravaging Ghoul. He slammed it. There you go. And back up to 9.
Do you have the artifact?
I wanted to fit in the Doomsayer there so we could actually soak this damage, but unfortunately we didn't have that. So any sort of, I guess, Wild Pyromancer heal face. That's actually pretty solid here. And it'll actually kill the Grom, put us back at 18. Indeed, we do draw a lot, but we're still, you know, we still got time. He's gonna have to use another weapon charge. Where's our Harrison, by the way? Never to be seen again. We got it in our opening hand, and I put it back, and then it's kind of just never reappeared. We also have to make a point for this warrior to use his brawls, because drawing with the lay on hands is really, really bad. That's not something we wanted to do. Being ahead 3 cards like that was so huge, but the fact that we had to lay on hands, I mean, we didn't have to lay on hands, but it was pretty important. Oh, he just got the monkey, which means if he plays the monkey and then we play N'Zoth, we win, because then he doesn't have brawls anymore. This has 3, that's 3. He's shield blocking. Wow, he's using all his shit to draw. That's so strange. Why would you do that? I guess we could play Rag and passive. Or we could play Bloodhoof pass. He already used Hellscream. He's 6 damage. That puts us at 9. He's used a bash. I mean, Rag is safe. He uses some of his cards to get rid of Rag. Rag definitely still heals.
Should
I just don't want him being able to just... he's just going to shield bash it down. But Rag heals us, as this doesn't. Like, let's say we Bloodhoof. This is at 3. So we could, like, Bloodhoof, Doomsayer passive. But that doesn't feel good either. But then we swing for 5. I think Rag's the best play here. Rag is going to heal us no matter what, so... And then he's going to use a shield block on that. But we gain 8 health, which is good. And he uses a card, which is 1 less legendary. So theoretically, he has 9 plus 2. He has 11 cards in total. We have 5 plus the 8 in our hand, plus the infinite 1/1 value. So he's just going to shield flash that. Yeah, shield slam. We knew that was happening. We used it basically for the 8 heal. Alright. 4 armor. It's not really that huge as of now. He has to kill both of these 1/1s. And if he doesn't, then we can Keeper of Uldaman 1 and kill his 6/3. So he's a little greedy there. So we're going to make this there. We're going to kill this off. We can actually Harvest Golem and pass it. He's going to want to he's going to have to use that Brawl sometime. He's going to use Monkey or Brawl. And the second he does which, we're just going to go ahead and play N'Zoth after we've played both Sylvanas and the Karen. The other option was to Keeper of Uldaman and Karen, but then he Sylvanas, and that's just not good. It's a very interesting play from him, considering that we can kill the Sylvanas with what we have down. Actually, why would he do that? He has to swing his weapon into... Oh my god. Why would he not? We can just swing this there. This goes there. This goes there. This goes there. Just plops down. Like, why would he just leave that up to die like that? This is a matchup where normally the Control Warrior has a huge advantage due to the fact they have double Brawl. Granted, we did have Justicar. He's got full value out of his Gorehowl due to the fact that we can't seem to draw Harrison Jones. Harrison Jones does not exist here. This is a no Harrison Jones area. So he's going to go ahead and Monkey ASAP, which means we can go ahead and N'Zoth and not have to worry about Brawl. We do, however, have to worry about that, the Death Lord. Or oh wow, look at that. Deathwing. For some reason I couldn't think of the name. Enter Colosseum. Could actually swing, enter the Colosseum, swing Sylvanas. No. What am I smoking?
To battle.
Does not seem bad though, right? It dies though. That's not good.
I have no time for games.
To battle. To battle.
I did this so we don't have to take base damage. I don't really care if Sylvanas dies and doesn't do damage or not. That's not the point of this. The point of this was to make sure that we can keep board control for as long as possible. There you go. And now we can N'Zoth. Now every Death Rattle in her deck has died. And as long as he doesn't have... Well, even if he has Deathwing, he discards all of his cards. And we take it because Sylvanas has died. Okay, so we actually can Aldor Peacekeeper this. Hey, look. Harrison, finally. We want to use that when he doesn't have... So if we N'Zoth, Tyrion, and all that good stuff comes... Let's just Aldor that and summon a bunch of dudes and then go face. I really don't care if it heals them because we can chip down the armor, right? We could also Doomsayer here to make sure we get N'Zoth. But I don't feel like we have to. We have a huge advantage right now. He only has 5 cards left and we have so much shit we can do. That's a card. So it does how much? 8 damage to everything with only 6 HP, which means we can basically just play this dude. Why wouldn't he wait for N'Zoth to play this guy? He could have easily won this game. So many mistakes, my friend. Like, that's such a strange way to go about doing this, right? Unless he has 2 of them. What do he has 2 of those? This only has 6 HP, so basically we can just swing this twice. Oh no, we made a mistake. Mistakes were made. But that's okay, because we can still recover from this. Because for some reason I thought this had 5 and this was 1. But we can just Consecration. It is a waste of a card. That was my bad. It was supposed to be both of those and this into the... there. Now we can't N'Zoth. Fuck me, why did I make that mistake? We can't afford to take that extra damage. Damn, that was retarded of me. That was absolutely retarded. Now because it's at 4, this can go face. Oh man, that was so dumb. Like, that was retarded. We've been playing well all game, and then we go ahead and we do that shit. We have no taunts up, so I think Doomsayer. Pass it. And then we play this off. What would he think about playing here? What would be the purpose of that? You can't use your passive again. So thanks for just wasting the card. Alright, so I guess if you have Deathwing. Ren Blackhand to kill... nothing. Okay. How much damage do we have here? Do we even need to kill the Ren Blackhand? I think we do, just because I don't like Ren Blackhand.
Let none survive.
And just to make sure we can't die. Okay. I mean, I know we didn't need to use that, but it's okay. Because it heals for 20, theoretically, and then we only healed for, what, 16? So we could have used it 2 more, but it's fine. We actually take Gruul, swing into it. Oh, good stuff. So that was only a 38-minute game. That's exactly why I don't like going against Warrior. Because our deck testing video literally just went, we're going to play 2 games now because of a 38-minute Warrior match. But that's okay, because we learned a lot, right? Not really, but we can say we did. To hold on to what we got. Oh my god, coffee went down the wrong way. Okay.
My hammer burns with holy fire.
Do we keep Stampeding Kodo? I don't think so. I like Doomsayer though, right? Sure. We can make Doomsayer a 3/3. So much value. Why can't we go against like Shaman or like Zoo or Hunter or any of the classes that we see oh so much of? But no, we go against Warrior and Priest. So the games are gonna be so long. Why me? Why you guys? I'm sorry. Alright, so we got Rag. So cool. Such a cool card, man. Just look at that shit. At least we know whenever we play N'Zoth, we win. Alkaline of Pain. That's a good card. We should probably go and make its attack to 1. I'm just kidding, right, Meow? What do we do? I think we make another dude, and then we can actually keep Revooled Men. Or do we just Doomsayer, right? Because he coined it out, which makes me... What would his other turn 3 play be? I don't know. I have a feeling he's just going to swing into the 1/1 and then heal up his Alkalite. I don't know what kind of priest he's playing yet, so maybe Dragon? Alright, Death Rattle Priest it is, because the Museum Curator gets him Death Rattles, and the Death Rattles fuel the N'Zoth. So. Ooh, the Koto. So we're going to go ahead and kill off this annoying thing so he doesn't draw, you know, he did draw 2 cards, but we stopped him from drawing 3. We could have made him overdraw. Silly Willy Wangliz. Damn. Yeah. Alright, how do we want to deal with such cards? We could Peacekeeper this, keep this alive, and actually keep everything healthy here. Nice. So we swing into this has 3, swing into this, it has 1. Either way, it has 1 no matter what, right? So. A good combination of cards is like Aldor the Peacekeeper, and then we go ahead and we Stampede and Kodo, so it actually you can kill. Oh, good for you. This seems like it's a bad play, but if he Shadow Priests this, we're actually going to make him attack, and then we're going to attack into it, and he's going to overdraw. So, Shadow Priest it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Oh. Bob, which one are you going to target?
Let me
There you go. You targeted the right one. I thought he was going to fall for the trap. Don't want to be somebody's sap. Alright, so I guess we swing into here, see what we get. Enter the Colosseum! Indiana Jones is never going to get value. We also want to not try to overdraw with the Acolyte of Pain. Let's say he like goes ahead and he does like Wild Pyromancer and he casts a bunch of spells. Have mercy, don't do that. But, uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Please don't play Wild Pyromancer and make me draw like a ton of cards. You have 10 cards in hand. You obviously have to play something. You most likely... Interesting. Interesting. Definitely not playing any big card. So we'll just go face.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Shadow Word Pain is a card that seems to be coming back into the meta due to the fact that everything has slowed down. There, I mean, yep, there it is. Not slowed down, but a lot of people are playing the Zoo and Shaman. I wish we wouldn't have got rid of that Shadow Word or the Aldor. There's our Justicar. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of this Shade, so like if we swing 2 into the Shade and play this, that doesn't really do anything. We have enough health though, so it's not really too bad. Definitely not playing Tyrion, I'll tell you that. There's no reason to play our Sylvanas, so it's just this, and then go face. Symmetry, guys. Symmetry. Very important in this matchup. Bloodhound. Okie doke. We can draw Consecration. That'll be pretty sweet. Sweet swig. Our Bloodhound. Oh no. Oh man, guys, we're not doing too well. We also have to keep in mind he plays Entomb. Yeah, these Kodos are just chilling. If we play Rag, like no matter what Death Rattle we play, he's taking it. So theoretically, we play Rag. He swings, we make babies. This doesn't die. He can Excavated Evil attack again. We're at 24. He has 9. We have a heal. Where's our equalities and shit, right? Like, we have so many cards to just do stuff with, and it's not working out. The reason I did that is because he doesn't know why I did that. The all going face doesn't say anything, but if you attack one guy until Sylvanas for no reason, people start asking questions. Alright, no questions were asked. Oh shit. Well, how are you doing? Oh man. Why would he... What? Why can... Where's our equality, man? We can't even play. I want to play Enter the Colosseum, but I can't. I mean, Tyrion, he just steals it. Fucking thief.
Follow the rule. Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Misplays were made, boys. Misplays were made. Well, we got it.
The battle! The battle! The battle!
I need to kill Sylvanas there, but it's okay. We want this 112 dragon to die, but we have to play Kodo and enter the Colosseum because when all the dragons comes down, nothing good is going to happen there. So he just keeps going face, man. We can't do anything.
No trade. No.
Here's Excavated Evil. That's good. Alright, so we still can't Stampede and Kodo and enter the Colosseum. We played Tyrion, he just fucking takes it. We play Sylvanas. I don't know what he'll do.
Burn.
Alright, what I see is a Soul Priest double flash heal face, we lose. But, I mean, that's what happens when you don't draw a fucking single equality in your deck. Like, equality was needed when he had Sylvanas out for the first time, and we had all those 1/1s. So there's the Entomb, that's fine, because I'd rather him Entomb that than a Tyrion.
Yeah.
So now we can actually rag the Light Lord, right? It heals us for 8. We can't necessarily kill anything. He has more of a field now, so... if we drew a fucking equality, we could have entered the Colosseum while Pyromancer equality, but we can't seem to draw cards in our deck that we have. Like, that's a big deal. It's drawing that stupid fucking equality, man. We rag, we heal for 8. Kill 1/2, we heal for 1. Well, unless this lives, then this would be fine. Well, it wouldn't live, it would automatically die. If one of the 4s would live, then it'd just play all these dragons in his hand. Unless he just plays this just for the Death Rattle to have a 12/12. I could, in fact, be overthinking it. What is the chances he has more dragons? What is the likelihood of dragons? So we have 8, that's 6, that's 14. If he doesn't have a way with it, deal with it. We swing into there, that doesn't make sense. Okay. We need equality.
Well, one Arcanine Flash Heal will do it.
Well, we couldn't play around it before, so there's no point to play around it now. What is he doing? Did he take my Sylvanas? So unless he plays my Sylvanas, that just died. Taran, that's fine, that doesn't mean anything. Swings 4, and then he swings 4, so he has no Shadow Word Death. All his damage on the field is gone, which is good. Alkalite, so if we were to Stampede and Kodo, it has a 1 in 3 chance to kill Deathwing. Killing Deathwing, again, not that crazy. We play the Tyrion. He's already used his Entomb, and he already has his Sylvanas, so theoretically, it'd be safe to use this now.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Options.
Enter the Colosseum, this lives. I don't know what is in this guy's hand, if he's playing a bunch of dragons or not. If he just uses this for the Death Rattle and he has no dragons in his hand, then we could enter the Colosseum a long time ago, but we're not going to do that. Alright, so we're going to Tyrion, we're going to attack, we're going to hope to God that this guy doesn't have the Entomb.
Yeah.
After this, we're entering the Colosseum next turn. There's no way around it. We have to kill Tyrion as soon as possible. Sounds bad, Tyrone, but you need to die.
Just call him Tyrone.
Yeah. Show calls him Tyrone.
I have no time for games.
Of course. Of course. Steal a 1/1. Steal a 1/1 and get fucking punished. Steals Tyrone. Okay. I feel better. This guy's retarded.
Like, what was the point of that?
I have
That
no-
literally did nothing.
I don't know, man. I've been asking questions the entire game.
Oh, he did it only to heal Tyrion. Or, sorry, Deathwing. That's it.
I don't know if he's not playing dragons or not, and we can't play Kodo and enter the Colosseum at the same time. So his whole hand goes to pure straight autism dragon mode. We're not going to do it. What if we N'Zoth? What happens if we N'Zoth? We bring back our Tyrone, and we just start going face. We've already proven he can't kill Tyrone effectively numbered the first time.
Why are you calling him Tyrone?
He already used his Sylvanas.
Or, okay. You can enter the Colosseum by Well, you need equality to actually clear field. So.
I know, and we can't seem to draw one. The sooner he N'Zoths, we lose. So I think we have to N'Zoth, right? We're getting down to the nitty gritty, man. Unless we could just clear it though with our equality conso. So do we just Bloodhoof passive and hope to God he can't do 12 damage in one turn? Yeah, we do. All right. Keep with the game plan, boys. Keep with the game plan. Okay.
Dude, he's gonna get 2 Sylvanuses upon N'Zothing.
I know. But we can equality consecrate and everything's okay.
Oh boy.
And we need equality. We need equality. Thank the Lord, the God is here. All right. Well, now if we enter the Colosseum, the largest card lives, which is either Sylvanus or in the N'Zoth. We want Sylvanus to live. No. There's a right and wrong play here. I don't think we enter the Colosseum. I think we equality consecrate. But we need to kill off our dude. We need to kill his Sylvanus. Or we need to kill our dude to kill his Sylvanus, which means this has to go into here.
Yeah. 34, 5. Can't kill.
Yeah, this goes into here.
For honor.
What if it steals? It doesn't matter what it steals.
The battle.
Equality, or we go Pyromancer. I think equality consecrate's fine.
There wasn't fair.
There was no dragons. We played around dragons for there to be no dragons.
So he literally just did it for the death rattle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just to bring back 12-12. I feel like there was a much better play there. Watch him win now with like Soul Priest or something. Okay, he heals himself. So no Soul Priest. True Heart brings it to 4. Doesn't matter too much. We have no heal in our hand. Enter the Colosseum, this lives. And then we would hit this, hit there. Or we can just N'Zoth, get Tyrion back. But then we're still at 7 HP, which doesn't feel good. So I think... You don't want to enter the Colosseum on this, though. I think we just get Tyrone, right? Do we kill this? Put ourselves at 3?
I mean... We can...
If he gets past this... This doesn't matter. That's going there no matter what. We die to... If he hits, we have to do it. Alright. We still...
Would it matter if you put yourself at 2 or 3 or 1?
Oh, we lose. We would have lost either way.
Yeah. Oh, when you got Forbidden Healing, didn't you? 12
It really wouldn't have mattered at that point. Oh, man. That was our 1 game away from 2 stars on the 6, too. Damn, son. What a shitty player. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but we outthought ourselves with the death. We honestly, in the thought process of running Deathlord, not Deathlord, the Death Wing, like it's a 10 mana 12/12, basically do nothing because you have no dragons. You literally have to hope that your opponent is good enough to realize that they should probably play around you having like a Neff, Ysera, or like Deathwing himself, Chromacus, things like that. So it's like if you're playing against a bad player who doesn't play around things like that, we could have just Stampede and Kodo'd that at any sort of time, and it probably would have allowed us to not win the game, but sway in the sense that we didn't have to worry about taking as much damage, because we could have played the Kodos that were just sitting in our hand the entire time. And that's a 3/5 body that could have traded into other things instead of our face taking most of the, or some damage. Like, I don't know, I feel like we could have played that better knowing his deck now. So like in any sort of tournament play where players can see each other's decks, his deck would literally be shit. But the fact that, you know, we're a good player and we play around things, like, you know, him having Deathwing, we lose. Anyway. We'll play one more game. It's going to be such a long video. Why the fuck are my ears ringing? Holy shit, this silo, man. Woo. You guys can't hear the silo because I make the audio, so you can't hear it. But for me and Tony, this silo is crazy. Can we play against an auto-control deck? I just want to play a game that's like 10 minutes long. We've played 2 games in 57 minutes and gone up 0 stars. No, 1 star, because we were on a win streak the first game and lost the second game. Which means we've gone up 1 star in 57 minutes. And if we were playing like aggro deck or mid-range, we would have played at least 6 games by then. Rogue, not too good either, but we'll do our best.
My hammer burns
Harrison
with
Jones,
holy
Harvest
fire.
Golem, True Silver. I almost want to keep the Harrison Jones, just do the draw mechanic, so we will. We know rogues don't start off too strong. Alright, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have, of course, 2 passive, but he has his 2 passive too. So we're going to hope, oh, True Heart, probably not the card that's going to win us the game here. Summoning a bunch of 1/1s is not going to be the key. So he's just going to passive and kill off our 1/1 here, most likely. Unless he's playing like Undercity Huckster, which would be good for him. And then we can go Death Rattle Rogue, and then that's a little bit better matchup for us than Miracle Rogue. I'd say Miracle Rogue, with the amount of damage they can do over the course of 1 to 2 turns, is not too good. But we can, however, Equality Consecrate, which Equality Consecrate last game would have really helped earlier on. But, you know, we're not going to make any comments onto that. We've identified what went wrong, and that was him playing a 10-drop 12/12 with no dragons in his deck. It juked me out, fam. It juked me out. So he's going to backstab swing. Backstab SI swing. He gets a 3 on board. Then we're just going to go ahead and True Silver this 3/3. This is the versatility of that Harvest Golem. Look at that shit. He used 2 cards and a weapon charge, and we're just going to go ahead and kill off his 3/3. In the following turn, we get to play Harrison because he's going to re-up his weapon. He's not even going to attack with it, which is going to be the silly part for him. We're going to draw 2 cards. Hopefully one of those 2 cards is Forbidden Healing, so when he does do his burst damage, we'll be able to heal. Oh no, he didn't play that. Now we can't, we have no great plays. I mean, I guess we could Peacekeeper that and then swing into it to save HP. Just to get a card on the board. And we take 1 less, so we actually heal 1. So it's actually not too bad. Put some damage on the board. Some damage. Any comments on our YouTube? No. Azure Drake. Come on, use your weapon, bro. You're not helping me out here, man. We're gonna Karen go face. I guess we could have Justicard, but you know, the hero power right now does not seem to be that great. He's probably just gonna sap this Bloodhoof back to our hand, which feels bad, man. 19 cards in his deck. Like, worst case scenario, gadgets and prep sap. Can prep conceal. AOD doesn't even have to prep conceal. Alright, Shiv, sap. The guy's a god. Now we replay the Karen. Hopefully he doesn't have the second sap. Oh, we played the weapon, so now we can actually Harrison Jones. Oh, never mind. It's a weapon with 1 charge. But the Harrison Jones actually stops the Azure Drake. Well, it didn't stop it, but we get the draw out of it, which is important. Because the second he does his Auctioneer takeoff, we need to be able to Equality Consecrate. Or at least Equality Pyromancer. We have 1 piece of the puzzle. We need the other piece. We also could enter the Coliseum, and let's say he, like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's not a good matchup, though. I would have to say Warrior. Yeah, Warrior, Priest, and Rogue. Probably not the best matchups. And more specifically, Miracle Rogue, N'Zoth, Priest, and late game Control Warrior. Probably not the best matchups. This doesn't look good. Oh, this is fine, I suppose. You can bring this down to 1 and then Stampede and Kodo to kill it. Oh, okay. We're going to probably have to lay on hands next turn. We need Forbidden Healing so we can actually heal for 20. So we're taking burst damage soon. We just have to hope he doesn't draw into an auctioneer. Oh, there it is. Alright, here comes the prep. Sad part is enter the Coliseum, the 4/4 lives, so maybe he'll like buff up the 3/3 somehow. Fan of Knives doesn't do too much, but he does draw 2 cards and spent no mana. He used 1 prep, no conceals, no abysses, 1 sap. Coin, spend no mana, draw a card. He's getting conceal. Saps the Kodo. Okay. He now has no saps left. Kills off our 3/3. Plays nothing else. Unfortunately, we can't punish his actions whatsoever. Like, wow. We lose. We have no ability to... We can bring this down to 1 HP, but we don't have Wild Pyromancer. We don't have a weapon. We have no ability to make this have 1 attack. I suppose we can lay on hands, but that doesn't feel that great. I mean, we have to lay on hands, though. There's our concentration. We are 1 card off. 2 cards off. Are you fucking kidding me? The next 3 cards were fucking Consecrate, Wild Pyromancer, Forbidden Healing. Any of those would have been acceptable plays, but we draw the second Kodo. Alright, we're taking off the fucking Kodo. Fuck you, Kodo. We play too many of you. 2 Kodos is too much, apparently. Well, we're playing against decks that it's not effective against. We play against, you know, Zoo, Shaman, Hunter, Tony. There's other classes. Warlock. That's Zoo. He's so good, but he's just not being good right now. Maybe we switch him with, like, Edric the Peer. No, that seems bad. But is it bad? What do we change that with? We change it with something. I don't give a fuck, Sylvanas. I don't need to hear your shit right now. Alright, well, we need to kill both these guys. So, if we use 4 mana right here, we can actually play the Bloodhoof. He's actually going to overdraw 1, which is good. So we can heal for 12, or we just play Bloodhoof. Or we could play the True Heart, but I think the Bloodhoof is a little bit more resilient. Ooh, we burned the second oxygen, but he could actually kill us right here. I guess Leroy... Oh, Malagos. Okay, that'll do it too. Sinister Strike. Prep Sinister Strike. So I guess we could have healed, but then we had no way to get rid of Malagos. Well, good game. This would be the burst we were talking about. We needed to draw we needed to be able to kill that auctioneer when he didn't have conceal. That was one of those things that needed to happen. We did not. So we got to probably make this deck so it's a little bit more viable against rogues. So let's actually go in here and see what the fuck's going on. You know what did not come into clutch at all? Keeper of Uldimens. So let's trade Keeper of Uldaman for something actually that helps. Like a Humility. Which will allow Kodo to get more value. And it also triggers with the Wild Pyromancer. How do we like this change? Maybe even get rid of both Keeper of Uldimens. The thing is, the Keeper of Uldimens are good when your opponent plays a really big card, and it's also good at buffing our own stuff, such as the Alkalite of Pain. I was thinking the Keeper of Uldaman would, like, let's say we play Harvest Goal, and the Harvest Goal makes a trade, pops out the 2-1, and then we can go ahead and Keeper of Uldaman the 2-1 and make it a 3-3. So not only did it make a trade, we were also able to make it become a 3-3. But the problem is, half the time we can't seem to draw these cards that we need when we need them. Like, Keeper of Uldaman did not come in clutch one time. Actually, no, it came in clutch against the Priest because it was able to kill off his 4-3. I take that back. But besides that, out of 3 games, it came in handy one time. It also dies to Shadow Word Pain. I think 2 Humilities is too much. Like, we have 3 cards right now to reduce cards' HP or attack down to 3. our attack down to 1. You have Aldor Peacekeeper and 1 Humility, and then the Stampeding Kodo. So I think this is fine. A slight modification. And the Coliseum fucking stays. Tony, I don't want to hear your shit. Alright. Get the fuck... God damn it, Tony. Put that shit back in my deck. No one expects to enter the Coliseum. It's madness.
Bad.
It's not bad. It's good.
It's horrible.
Alright, 2 was too much, I agree, but it's fine now. Alright, so just keep in mind, guys, the deck list on the right with the Humility now and the 1 Keeper of Ultimate is going to be the deck list you see in this video. It's not going to, the one in the video is not going to have 2 Keeper of Ultimate, it's going to have Humility, because this is the most recent deck list, and I want to show you guys the most recent one, and I'm not going to change it each time because I don't have the time and don't make enough money to do that. If I sound salty, it's because I am, because I'm tired of hearing comments like, oh, but the deck list is not the same. Of course it's not the same. I want to give you guys the most recent deck list. Not during the video, it happened just, deck list on the left is the one you want. As always, guys, unfortunately we only won 1 but lost 2, and we spent an hour and 6 minutes doing so, but either way, I think it was due to, honestly, bad matchups, but that's just me. Didn't go against 1 Shaman or 1 Zoo class or a Hunter or a Pip War, I'm missing Druids, anything but, you know, particularly those 3 classes. Anyway, always glad to have you guys here at the end. I'm Warshack, of course, and happy whatever the hell day it is. Wow, that sounded weird.